International cricket returns here in Taunton after 20 years. Well, the last time Taunton hosted an ODI was way back during the 1999 World Cup. A match which many Indians would have fond memories of because it was the same game in which Rahul Dravid and Sourav Ganguly put on a 10-record 318-run partnership. 20 years removed from the game, Taunton will host its first ODI of the 2019 World Cup at this venue, which will feature Afghanistan and New Zealand, two teams that have had contrasting starts to this World Cup. Afghanistan have showed plenty of promise, but then they ended up losing both their matches to Sri Lanka and Australia, and in both matches you had a sense that it could have gone their way had a few things clicked. New Zealand, on the other hand, were a bit dodgy against Bangladesh, but they at the end of the day have won 2 out of 2 games in the tournament so far. For New Zealand, there will be a few batting concerns because, as evident as it was against Bangladesh, Afghanistan too have quality spinners in their lineup. The likes of Mujibul Zadran, there's Rashid Khan, there's also Mohammad Nabi, who have the tendency of troubling batsmen. A very fascinating contest that might turn out here in Taunton would be the battle between Kane Williamson and Rashid Khan. Two players who have been in the same dressing room, and I'm talking about Sunrisers Hyderabad in the IPL for the last 3 seasons, and it'll be interesting to see the battle these two have between themselves. So what do New Zealand do? Because they're a quality side, they've got pacers. Throughout this tournament, they have had the pacers to trouble the batsmen. Matt Henry, the leading wicket taker of this tournament. You've got Trent Boult, the number 2 ranked ODI bowler. But while they have this advantage of making life difficult for the batsmen with their paces, they have seemed to struggle against spin. And this is exactly where Afghanistan might fancy their chances. They have been dealt a major blow with Mohammad Shehzad's knee injury ruling him out of the tournament, but then again his replacement, a wicket-keeper batsman, has already been called and he is likely to make the playing 11. The weather here in Taunton has been a bit of an up and down, you can say. The locals say that it's been raining since morning, and like I'm saying, it's again started to drizzle. But if you keep that little drizzle out of the equation, behind me you can see that the officials have done a tremendous job in soaking up the ground. Approximately 2 hours ago when I entered the stadium, it was very wet. The outfield, there were puddles of water on the pitch covers, but right now it all seems to have gone. And although the forecast is much better for tomorrow, it's expected to be sunnier than usual, do not rule out the possibility of a few shower interventions in between. Let's ponder over the team combinations for a while. The absence of Mohammad Shehzad means that it is likely for Noor Ali Zadran to take up that batting spot at the top of the order, whereas his replacement, Ikram Ali Kheel, is expected to take over the wicket-keeping duties. New Zealand, on the other hand, are yet to play Tim Southee and Henry Nicholls. Both are yet to get a game. They've been benched in both the games, but provided both of them come back in, it is likely that Jimmy Neesham will be one of the people to go out, and a possibility that Matt Henry also makes way.